Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for the Thunder, they're off to a strong start this season, up in that top tier in our rankings, and they're not ducking any smoke.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Avdia out there with Toumani Camara. And it's Williams in at the center position. Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the three-point basket by Portland. And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, BA, I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
Now here's Williams. Yep, that one's good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
SGA with it, defended by Avdia. Williams on the wing. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Outside Sharp, pass to Camara. To the inside, Lillard. Count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
On the wing, SGA from downtown. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Outside Sharp. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Lillard. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you.
Ali, thank you.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hey, one heck of a crossover there. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. 1:52 left in the first quarter. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Oklahoma City trailing. To the right side. Outside, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Basket's good.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For the Trailblazers, Grant's checked in for Camara, and it's Henderson in for Sharp. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Now here's Wallace, and here's Caruso outside. Oh, the Thunder, another three!
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Lillard passes to Grant. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Caruso. Oh, the Thunder, another three!
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Trailblazers. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder. Looking to win the run. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Wiggins right side. And here's Caruso outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Holiday and Henderson pair up at the 1 and the 2. Jeremy Grant out there with Murray, and it's Reith in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Jeremy Grant, look at those ups.
Here's Caruso. Portland making their last shot. Sinks it from distance. Wiggins got his first 3 points of the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Murray.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Back to you.
An elite defender. Allie, thank you. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for Portland. Kamara, he's checked in for Murray. Sharp comes in for Reith. And Lillard subbed in for Holiday. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Wiggins. Now here's Lillard. Give him 8. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Inside. Here's Henderson. He can't hit that time. Good D by Wallace. Williams passes to Williams. SGA surveying the D. Pass to Caruso. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Grant. Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. Shot clock at 6. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Kamara's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And so here's Portland, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Outside for Henderson.
2 minutes remaining.
Off target with the 3. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 17-7 run. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's SGA. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Sharp. Up top Kamara. A minute 29 left in the second period. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Timeout called, Portland. Williams is checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Henderson. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Wallace. The 3, here's Lillard. Portland again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 for 9 here in this second. Here's Joe. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Joe on the wing, who is stolen by Lillard. Now the Blazers on the move. Rejected by Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
Here's Lillard. Drained it for 2 points. Lillard's got 10.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Oklahoma City ahead, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look at Portland, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Thunder.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at small forward.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Portland's shooting the rock well at 46%. Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. And the shot goes down.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
Here's Dort. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got his 4th assist with that last one. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Portland Trailblazers in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West, but acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Brian, back over to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. It's Sharp on the wing. Williams, a screen on Dort. Sharp goes in. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
So it's Oklahoma City now. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block. A 3-point opportunity here. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Pass to Kamara. Now Avdia fires for 3. Williams grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Now SGA launches a 3. Knocks it down from distance. SGA's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's his 2nd three-pointer tonight.
Now here's Sharp. Williams, a screen on Dort. Avdia outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Holmgren. Avdia can't get it to go. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
Here's Sharp. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Lou Dort picks one up. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
Henderson, he's checked in for Portland. And one thing's for sure, Tim, Shaedon Sharp, one of the most electrifying athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, B.A., he is a highlight reel every single night with plenty of runway left in front of him. I am curious to see what he'll look like when he's a finished product.
Kamara, no good. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for OKC. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Portland has got nothing to fall here in the 3rd. 0 for 4. Outside, Williams. Sharp against Caruso. Portland moving it around. Back to Kamara. Henderson for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
From behind the arc. Caruso misses. Now Portland with it. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Henderson. Williams has got his second bucket on the night. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Caruso. The 3 is up. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Portland's shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Henderson outside. Shoots from 12. Yes, on the jumper. Henderson's gotten his first bucket of the night. Caruso outside. Joe on the wing for 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So it's Portland now. Thybulle and Grant are at the forward spots. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Murray in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Grant's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Out to the wing. Wallace outside. Pass to Caruso. Shoots over Thybulle. Gets hauled in by Henderson. Here's Portland now. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Now here's Wallace. Let's go with a 3. That shot is off. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Lillard. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And the Blazers making a change here. Williams is checked in, and also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Jang's checked in, and another miss by Oklahoma City. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Lillard passes to Grant. 3-pointer. The rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Caruso with the bucket.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Lillard outside. Goes up at the stripe. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Pass to Joe. Back to Wallace. And here's Caruso outside. Portland with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Outside Joe. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Greg.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Avdia, he's checked in for Murray. Kamara comes in for Grant, and Shaden Sharp subbed in for Henderson.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
On the wing, Wallace. Here's Sorber. Williams defending. Jacks up a 3. Joe misses. Well, the Trailblazers shooting around 41%.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Outside Kamara, back to Avdia. The shot misses. Caruso outside. Left side Joe from outside the arc. Buries it from 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
On the wing, Caruso takes a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
The free throw drops for Caruso.
Caruso taking 3 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it 3 for 3. So it's Portland now. Lillard outside. Out to the right wing. Right side Kamara. Here's Sharp. No good. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like